Welcome to this Mastery Empowerment course from New Earth One Network. This is designed exclusively for your higher self connection and embodiment.
Hello, my name is Barbara Canals, and I am doing this course as an introduction to a course that's going to take place later in the month, at the end of October, which is going to be a workshop of 5 different days in which we're going to be releasing all negative imprinting and imbalances from our energetic fields and coming into the body. I called the course Energy Transmissions for Embodiment because, first of all, what I do energetically is I transmit given energy, high frequency vibrational energy, which clears out your energetic field. And it allows for everything that is in your field or in your body that is no longer serving you to start being released and fall off. So as we go through this process during the 5 days, everyone that comes to the group is going to be releasing that which they no longer need. Because what's happening in the moment now on Earth, where we're going to, is that we are in a new time energy. There's new frequencies on Earth, which are very high frequencies, which are, for some people, their system is not big enough. It's actually making them quite unwell, so that they have to find the tools and start searching. But it's making them unwell because it's bringing up all this stuff that is ready to be released. Then there's these frequencies that can sustain you and can start releasing all this stuff for you, so that then you can integrate the new energy into your system. And that's what we're going to be doing. And when we're integrating the new energy, for me, it's not that you're actually you're not going to integrate something that you don't know. It is you're going to bring back. So as you release from your field all that stuff that no longer serves, you allow to bring back then all of your gifts, potential. It is your spirit energy or your higher self, however you want to relate to it or speak about it. So what happens for us in life is that we come into this earth into a very harsh, dense reality from when we're, spirit in itself. So very light, from a very light reality into this duality, which is really dense for the body. And what happens is that for many of us, we've gone through trauma in our lives, or, really hard moments, or it's painful to be in our bodies where, there might be disease, etc. So what we do is we leave our bodies. And when we leave our bodies and we're not embodied, we attract, our energy field is not full. So we attract all these other things to come in. So, and all these other things can be anything, but it's just seen as imbalances. And so when we start taking these off from our energy fields and we start allowing for spirit, for a higher self to come into the body, which is something that we actually can do now, we're very supported to do, because that's where we're moving into. We start grounding into the body, we start feeling comfortable, and things start. We have, You see, we're filling our cells instead of with trauma memory, or, you know, we carry like genetic coding and stuff like that, that is more with all that yucky stuff. We start filling it up with our spirit energy, with the crystal energy, for source energy that we are. So then as we fill that information into ourselves, we're like a computer, we're being recoded. And then we bring out, like we're radiating out this information of who we actually are and what we came here to be. And things start materializing and things start happening. Now, why is it so important to be embodied? And I was really clear about calling this these sessions embodiment, like and a route to presence. And it is so important to become embodied now, because in the moment where we are on earth, we need to deliver. We need to realize, by now one has to realize that we've come here to earth for a reason, right? And it is time, if it's not now, with everything that is happening, where like, you know, structures and everything is falling apart. We're in this really like intense moment for humanity. So right now it is so important to bring through your gifts and your talents and potentials, and to have that innate trust of like, when there's in that innate trust within, you just know things. It is this knowing, deep knowing, where nothing can take you out of balance or alignment. And if you're in this balance and alignment, you are creating a whole new world for yourself. But because you're creating it for yourself and bringing through this amazing vibration of who you are and showing yourselves and being yourself, being able to express yourself, then you're doing that for the rest of the world, for the people that are around, because we're all completely interconnected. And it is very interesting in this sense when many groups come together, it is amazing, because who comes to the call and at different times is so interesting to see. And what we work on, we're working individually, each person is working with their own stuff, but like we're like a little play of what's going up there. So what you're doing when you answer like these calls, when you come into the groups or whatever, it's not only about you, it's about something so much bigger. And I think even if at this moment you might not be able to grasp like or really understand how, you have that feeling where you know, because there's that little like sort of like feeling or nudge in the back of, you know, in our sense and our energy field, which always remembers where we come from and what it is that we came to be here. So when you're embodied in your body and you're bringing spirit into your body and you're crystallizing your body and you're crystallizing your energy field, then that's like embodiment, and that is like the activation of your light body. And you know, but like when you're embodying, then what is that's happening? You're realizing your dharma, your life purpose, what you came here for, or the different missions you have, and those need to be be consistent, be like put into place now. It doesn't mean now like immediately, but you're like setting a plan. And the more you receive, like the thing is amazing, once you start like clearing out your energy field and releasing, it's not only your energy field, but it is in our energy fields, it's our thoughts, because our thoughts are energy. It's all our ancestral trauma, or like ancestral patterns and lineage that we come from. It can be anything like genetic, trace material, all of these things that are in our body and energy fields. You start releasing those and you start integrating your higher self, pure source energy that you are, into your cells, and life starts changing. And it doesn't mean that it's going to be easy, but it means that you're going to be like in an aligned form. You're going to be coming from an alignment, from a place from within the heart where you know where to go to. and what your next steps are, in a flow of life, a natural way of like of moving in life, and openness. Up until now, in our old energy, how the old world was, all those patterns and belief systems that we have from the past, we have to let go of those and integrate the new ones, because those from the past are very constrictive. They only see like this limitation. They're very limiting. They see limitation. It's like we can only see and do what we've seen, what we've been taught. Whereas the new energy, when you integrate spirit, when you integrate your higher self, it is vast. It's humongous. There is no formula. One is a creator. You become a creator. And as you're like feeling and moving through your day, you are becoming the creator. You are creating your reality. And then for that, one becomes super aware of what they're thinking, of what they're feeling. And if what you're thinking, what you're feeling is not aligned, you catch it straight away and you send it back, because you are the owner of your energy. You don't allow for other energies, because thoughts are energies and programs are those energies, to come into your field and to take over. You own your energy. And that is where we're going through now. It is a moment of finding one's own truth, really being able to allow for everyone else's truth, because we're like out in the reality that we are in the moment. It is like, so there's so much judgment amongst what ones do, what the other. We're like playing a big complete blame game. The thing is, in the new time, there is space for everything and for all perceptions. All is a matter of perception. It's a mind game. So like that's where we're going to go into this higher consciousness, where, okay, there's a possibility for everyone to do as they feel, what is really their truth. And there is going to be that possibility. If you feel in alignment with your truth, then you have a possibility to move forward with that and to stand with that. And the thing is, if you're feeling that truth so aligned within, things are going to open in that way. But it has to be, then you can't have in your field other things which are moving you in another direction. So what we're going to do in the transmissions is, what happens in a group is that I bring through light language, but it's not only through light language, it is simply through my presence. I activate people into source energy, and to start receiving, into being able to receive the crystal energy into their bodies. But also, everyone is at different stages, but the energy is love intelligent, and it knows what to do with every person. So every person is going through their own journey as we work. But I open up, I'll speak the languages of light, and I'll move the energy around. And sometimes the energy very specifically works with a certain thing, or as a whole, for everyone, it's a completely different experience. And the matter of like going in through it is just like allowing. The more you relax, the more you allow for things to fall off and to come into balance, for like the new energy to come in, to come into balance. Then it's a very beautiful process. And it is the process, many people that do my sessions call it like love language, more because it's just being completely held by the divine feminine, divine mother, and source energy. So it is beautiful. There's amazing heart openings, because where we're being guided to is from going into our minds and falling into our hearts and activating all this heart energy. And just so you can sample a little bit of the energetic transmission. I'm going to be doing a little transmission now, but what happens is a lot of like a time, it's just like because we're vibration, there's a toning or a singing that I'll do, or just even like different languages. But it is not like, I sometimes translated as well, but it is not really important for me to translate, because with these circular like tones and languages that I speak, what happens is that they're so profound that it speaks to your whole energetic system. What it's doing is it's changing your whole energetic system, restructuring it, realigning it, pulling like those weeds and unnecessary things out, and allowing for more stuff to come in, so that it all, you know, starts being able to receive, and the energetics of joy and the energetics of vibrancy and these states of abundance, that this is the states that we want to come into living. So it is not necessary at all like to understand what is said. It is just a matter of relaxing, receiving, and allowing for the process. And there's no better or worse. Like even sometimes one can have like, they think like nothing's happened, and then afterwards they're like, whoa, I realized like changes. So, you know, just go with it. So just closing your eyes and going into this internal experience. Breathing in, taking in life, and breathing out, relaxing and letting go. Ushirini arano marate arako asarana marate arano marasarano korana marate arana. Breathing in to your heart center. Ashurana marate arako amarasarana marate aranoko aranasarano marataya ko marasarana. Marate arania sarana yarane 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 yarane. Breathing in. Breathing out and letting go. And connecting your feet onto the center of the earth, allowing for your feet to really ground into this earth. Akara no sakara no marate arako asarana yarako marata yako arasara ki arane 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 aramorasarana. Breathing in and breathing out. Relaxing even deeper into the body. Noticing every muscle in your body. Every cell in your body. And as you ground deeper into your body, you ground deeper your feet into the earth. Asara no marate arako asara ne arako marata kara asara ne arako marate arani asara ne arani 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 arani. Mera sara ne arako marata yako arasara no kora. Breathing in and breathing out. Relaxing. For some of you, your energy systems are now a lot more relaxed. Just feeling that sacred space within you. That space, that like sort of like womb holding you. And this is the call for those of you that need to be in this group, in this call, that will come to it. All of you, the ones that you are, you know. Asarana ko arane asurana tarate arano ko asarana umarasarana ko arana surana te arano umarasarana. So as more of us step into this new time energy, into this new platform of consciousness, this higher consciousness, fifth dimensional, and you know, it starts with fifth dimension, it's your fire, and then you evolve into, you know, many more dimensions. It is all within our body. It's nothing that you have to go outside. It's all within us. It is a consciousness thing. So consciousness is within us. Once one arrives to the conclusion that we are Earth and that we are the universe, it is all within. There is nothing to find outside this whole reality, sort of like a made up reality, a hologram. So when we do this work, we are releasing those attachments like from reality, so like patterns, belief systems, etc., and creating new ones with this new consciousness, with the new higher vibration that's coming into your body. And this new higher vibration is going to be able to bring through amazing gifts. It is like, even if for some of you, you won't be able to notice things straight away, it is the seeds that you're planting of the new things that are going to grow. So you're going to be growing beautiful gardens for yourself and for humanity. So what happens now is like, as we're, you know, evolving as this whole planetary evolution that we're going through, and we're only going to evolve more and more, it is so important for more of us to hold this higher vibration. And what is higher vibration? It's just the joy of being in the body. When you hold joy within your body, when you hold purpose within your body, when you're doing what you came down here to do, that is life. That is life. That is living. That is power. And it is holding your power in your body. So it is finding those things that give you connection in this life, in this earth. So what happens in many transmissions too is there's for us to come and rebalance, is that there is a rebalancing. So there's that clearing of you know, disalignments in our energy field, belief systems, etc. And then there is also a balance of, we have all our elements in our body. We are like the earth. So it comes to like a balancing of the elements, because many have like one element that's really strong and the rest which are really low. And when I'm talking about the elements, I'm talking about our fire, our water, our earth, and our air. And we need to, that's when we step into the new platform, into 5D and above, those, you understand those elements from another perspective, where they have to be in perfect balance and harmony for everything to come out naturally and purely. I have more courses that I speak about this, and if you're interested, you can always get in touch. But So there's a balancing of the elements, and then also the balancing of the masculine and feminine. We are like in the old time energy and in this old structure, we are on whole beings, because we come, we're in that like karmic cycle, and we come not full. But in this new time energy, with all the new kids coming in since the 2000s, they're whole beings. They're whole. They come completely. They come in this crystal aura, which is the crystal aura that I have, and the crystal aura which I upgrade people into. That's another thing that I do. It's called aura transformation, and I do it in person. People from all over the world come to see me to get upgraded. And I might have some talks about aura transformation in Lauren's channel. And if not, you can always you look on my YouTube, and I talk a lot about aura transformation, how it's really important for today's evolution, for our energetic systems, because it is completely leaving our old energy system with with all the different layers of the aura, to a new crystal aura, which doesn't have all the layers. It is just spirit embodied or higher self embodied, and the crystal hermetic aura around. And that is like a huge like quantum jump to our evolution, of course, because it's an impermeable aura. With the old aura, what happens is that we're constantly having to rebalance it and retouch it, and most energies are able to come into our aura and everyone's thoughts. That's why so many people are very like empathetic nowadays, or feel like extremely like overwhelmed, can't really be out in the world because they're overwhelmed by all the energies going on. When you have a crystal aura, you're completely protected. So I lost what I was saying with that, but like anyways, so like anyways, to be able to jump into this new part, into like this space where we're stronger, we're fuller, we need to do that because of where we're going in Earth at the moment, and we're just for our well-being, because you came down here to do something, and you came down here to show yourself, to be true, to express, to open up, to bring all that, like to be a creator on Earth of whatever it is that you came to do. And in this new platform of consciousness, we're able to like do all of that. But we can't come into this side unless we, get rid of all the yucky stuff. So that's what we're going to be doing in this workshop. And this workshop is going to take place on what I've done is there's a bit of space in between, but it's going to be on the Monday, the 25th of October, then Tuesday, the 26th of October. Then we'll take the Wednesday off for like introspection and see what's moving and coming through. Then Thursday, the 28th, Friday, the 29th. Then we take another day off. And then Sunday, the 31st. So how it's going to go is we will be meeting as a group. You can be there in person or not in person, because the energy is going to stay. So, and it's going to be recorded, and it's the same energetic transmission. But if you're in person, then you can speak or ask, or any of that is open. And then there'll be an energetic transmission. Sometimes what happens with kinesiology, I'll douse, I'll see. So like kinesiology is muscle testing, so that through my body, I'm going to ask, what is the highest purpose for our call at the moment? And sometimes very specific emotions come that need to be released from our system, and we're releasing it collectively. A lot of what happens to us is not really ours, but it's the collective. That's why it's so important to upgrade your aura, to try to to be, so that the collective doesn't take over you. So like you're not this small, but you're like this big, and you can express and see all the possibilities in creation and flow with it. So so we'll sometimes work specifically. I work very much as as, you know, I feel and get indicated, and I'm being sort of like my whole body's telling me this has, you know, and yeah, so it's going to be those 5 days. And what happens for everyone is that you'll release a lot, and you'll have big heart openings. So at least like the mind going into the heart, and we're, you know, the start of like, of that whole like jumping into this new platform of consciousness. And yeah, so as we integrate spirit, higher self, or the crystal energy, because what I'm doing in these transmissions, what you're doing is starting to crystallize. And the crystal energy, source energy, it is this cosmic energy that's guiding all our evolutionary process. So you're going to be integrating the crystal energy. At the same time, I'm activating the golden energy into the body as well. And the golden energy is the energy that lays within the earth. And it is the energy that contains our, you know, it's the joyful energy that contains our materialization power. And joy is a creator energy. So we're bringing up all that energy into the body. Once we're like, our bodies and our energy fields are more clear, we can start taking all these energies in, and it's amazing. And we're putting them all together so that they're in harmony and in balance in our body, so that we can move forward with joy and take responsibility for why we're here on earth at this moment. And it is more important than ever, because the process that we're going through as like a group, as a collective, as humanity, and as like this planetary, is like, we have to bring out our gifts. We have to take responsibility for what we're here. And, you know, we have to remember. And remembering is not that somebody's going to tell you from outside, oh, you came here to do this and this. No, it's activating that crystal energy within our bodies, and activating that golden energy within our bodies. And then one remembers, but you don't remember from here. You remember from inside. You remember from your heart. You remember from your cells, and you just know that what you're doing is what you came here to do. And and it might be challenging at times. Like for me, sometimes what I do is all of this. Sometimes it's, you know, there is sometimes like the collective and the patterns and the try and crush you down and what are you doing? And the self-doubt, you know, but the force of that crystal energy and the golden energy together, and the force of that which you came to be, and of like when you're grounded, of that responsibility that you bring into the earth, and that determination moves way forward. And that's that word that came in, and I don't like actually use, and it's determination. And that's something that's going to be really, really, really key in this workshop. The determination to move past the old, because there's nothing old in the bad, and nothing bad in the old stuff. You know, you have to hold it. It served. It was part of the process, but we have to be determined to let it go and move on with the new. And that's what we're going to be doing. So it is very exciting. I always get very excited with these courses. And I have more information on Lauren. I did like on Lauren's website, different interventions. If you're more interested, you can look on there. Integrate. So what we're doing in this evolutionary process is integrating all the parts of us. So like we're these huge cosmic, like conscious beings, huge, but we come into this very restricted body, into this really restricted earth and density, and then only certain pieces are able to come in. And because of our, you know, because on the old time we were in the wheel of karma and everything, it was like all the sort of bad stuff. But now with this new time with connection, that's what I do with aura transformation, is like we can jump out of that wheel of karma to actually just like, you know, upgrade completely, to bring in all our consciousness, all our gifts, our talents, our knowings, everything that we are. Like here now, completely integrated in our bodies, so that our bodies are complete powerhouses. We are like our bodies are amazing. Our bodies are source energy once you're connected. And yeah, even though you never stop in this path, you never stop like being connected, you keep opening and breakthroughs and releasing more. And but even though you keep releasing more, you also, as part of that, you're deliver. So if you're ready to have a good time, enjoy the beautiful energies, go in, look into stuff of yourself that you're really ready to go, take that responsibility and activate all those parts of yourself that are ready to activate. Because let's be real, some stuff there's timings for everything. But if you're ready to activate certain parts and to start like bringing out your creative energy and moving everything that's stagnant, that's ready to let go, then you know what to do. Come and spend some time. So I think I have said everything. If you have any questions, you're welcome to ask. If not, I will see you when the workshop starts at the end of October. Sending you so much love. Love you all. Thank you for watching and looking forward to sharing so much.